Hey Jug Monkey friends, it's Sonia and Matt coming to you from Jug Monkey Paint Studio right here in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, just south of Pittsburgh. Who's on here with us tonight? Can you believe it? We've been at it for a week. We've been like rumbling for a week, okay? We are doing 20 days of the Milk Paint Challenge. So for all of you who keep messaging going, what the heck is milk paint? How is it different between chalky paint and milk paint? Listen, there is nothing like seeing to believe and also just kind of seeing it all come together, right? So call this like a creative experiment where we are painting milk paint over 20 surfaces over 20 days with 20 different colors, right? All kinds of funness going on. And you guys get to see how it performs. So meet my guest tonight, the lovely, all wooden, super shellac, super poly, beautiful yet classy, right? We've got the throwback to the Queen Anne style going down here when I see these gorgeous feet. So who's ready to flip this piece from brownie, frowny to gorgeous and glam, all right? So that's what's going down today. Sonia and Matt here. Of course, you guys know we love to give new life to old things through the power of paint. So let's get started, right? And by the way, I should tell you before Matt starts giving his shout outs that I have cleaned my piece with Kreg Cutter. Get tons of messages. You guys say, what do you use? Right here. Kreg Cutter is my favorite. All right. It's a great cleaner to put all over. It's actually called a painter's friend. It's perfect cuts grease, grime, oil, tar, and even wax, okay? So I give it a good spray over with this. I take my paper towels, and now what I'm going to do, because I'm going to get a little bit more classy with this piece, yes, I want distressing and some chippiness to happen, but I don't want it to like completely fall off, right? So who was with me just, a couple nights ago, we did a piece where it was super, super shiny. We put on that mustard pickles color, and before you know it, all the mustard pickles were literally laying on the floor, right? It was so chippy. So I'm going to be proactive this time, and I'm going to add a little bit of extra bond to my paint because I want it to stick on for the most part, right? That's kind of the look I'm going for. But in order to help it out, knowing that I'm planning to go that way, I cleaned it, and I'm also just taking one of our sand pads, which you can get in our store, Jug Monkey Paint, and I'm just kind of going all over with it, okay? Just to kind of brush it up a little bit and just make it a little bit more even, accepting more of the paint. So tell me, who's here after I said that big old mouthful?
There's a lot of people here.
Yay!
I was just waiting until you be done.
I know. I was just going and going.
Linda is here.
Happens,
Patrice is here.
No.
Barbara's here. Terry's
Barbara.
here. Angie's here.
Terry,
Rachel. Karen Jenkins Hughes. Christine
Nice.
Smith. Diane Stein. Colette
Dang, the gang's all
Lundberg.
here.
Karen Pogus. Julie Keppick. Tony's checking in from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Anna Prinky, Bianca Aguiar, Rhonda Dietz, Angela Klaus, Trudy, Joni Hawkins, Sandy Phillips, 80 Negret.
Yes.
80 or 80?
The monkey says hey. Pickle says hey.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm like sleepy today, so I.
You're always sleepy. Come on now.
Well, I'm a sleepy guy.
1, 2. Count with me.
I don't
1,
sleep
2.
much because my wife is a night owl and
1, 2.
keeps me up all night.
All right.
Tortures
3.
me.
Come on. There's one more episode on Netflix. We could totally watch it tonight, right?
You're the devil.
So I'm doing a gray, guys. You guys know that we have a lovely white color that we call, it is like a snow white color. It is called Iceberg White. I'll get Matt to show it to you in just a second.
Oh, no.
So we're going to do some white. What? What?
Are you trying to get the DEA here? What's
Why?
going on?
Oh, you funny bunny. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 spoonful of, our teaspoon of the black that we have called black soot, okay? So to make gray, of course, white and black. But I do know that you're going to need a little bit more white to your black in order to gray it out, right? And then it becomes a custom color. So you can totally make it whatever color you want to make it, right? Like, we'll see how it goes here. Oh, let me grab my water real fast. You guys want to show them over here real fast while I'm grabbing my water?
Yeah, Donna's checking in from Herkimer, New York. The Herkimer. Yeah, where Herkimer Diamonds
Let me grab
come
my
from.
water real fast. Yeah, we're going to go in.
So we're going with black soot.
Yep.
Black soot. And then we're going with Iceberg White. So black and white. So, oh, cool. My partner at work and I call each other monkeys. That is funny. Again, love the monkey scoop. Go over to Dollar General, get yourself one.
Heck yeah. Every monkey needs one, right?
Yeah. So,
Totally.
anyways. We use what's called Kreg Cutter on the piece.
Yep.
So there you go. Samantha's checking in from Wasilla, Alaska. Linda Dexter from Missouri. Hi, can't wait to see tonight's inspiration piece.
Heck yeah.
Hello from deep, deep South Texas. She must be from Brownsville.
Deep, deep South.
Yeah, it must be from Brownsville because you can't get much deeper than Brownsville, right? So, anyways, please tell us how to purchase. I've asked 2 times now. Well, I didn't see it, so back off.
Somebody tell them how to purchase.
Yeah, go to junkmonkeypaint.com or go on our Facebook page and click the Shop Now button. So,
all right, let's go ahead and get started over here if you want to come back.
So.
If you want to come back, if you're feeling like you may want to come back over here.
Okay.
All right.
So Donna says yes, and that went up in a huge fire and lost everything. I did not know that. The mine's burnt down. I don't know how that
Are you
all
coming
works.
over here, babe?
Do I have to?
All right, you don't. But
Say
it's
hello
gonna be
to
a lot.
your
It's
mom
gonna be
and-
just hard for them to see
Say
from over
hello
here.
to your mom and dad.
So when, hey, mom and dad, everybody say hey to mom and dad. 1, 2, just about 3 or 4, whatever you want to do, right? Just roughly. This may look pink. It's really water inside. Remember how we use this for that gorgeous pink chair, which, by the way, who saw that yesterday? Let me just pull out this gorgeous pink chair. We use the red ochre.
We need people to
and
come and take these pieces off their hands.
Well, we reopen tomorrow, so there's going to be lots of good stuff on the sales floor tomorrow. That's for sure. All right. So we got our water. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to mix it up, okay? But I was going to say, it's just water in here, even though it might look pink. That's the cool thing. The milk paint is in there, and it's stuck on, so it is good to go. All right, so do you see where we are right now? We're blending really, really well. By the way, these blenders are also going up on our website. I'll try to get them up tonight.
Blenders.
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 Splendid blenders.
A whisk.
What do you guys think of this? Okay, whisk, all right. I think I will come up with every name for this thing other than what it actually is, okay?
Have your own slang term going on.
You know what I mean, right? You guys know what I mean. This thingamabob right here. This
Yeah, you
thingamabob
can
right
add
here.
blue to the gray. You can add
Heck yeah. This is so true because if you want a blue gray, have blue, right? If you want a brown gray, add a little bit of brown. So what do you guys think of this color? Do you like this color?
like
Can you see it?
Paris gray.
Should I add a little bit? You mean in our chalky style paint color? Should I add a little bit of white, maybe just to lighten it up a little tad bit? What do you guys think? I'm thinking I might want to, okay? So then all I do is grab a little bit more white to add to it, okay? So this table feels kind of, not feels, but is kind of like grandish looking. So let's go ahead with a little bit more. We'll put in a tablespoon of that and add another tablespoon of just the water here.
You're back to the
What?
cool
Get on my schedule and we'll talk about it, babe. All right, there we go. He always makes fun of how I say
Everybody start going, no, add blue, add blue.
that.
No,
And blue,
no.
really?
No, we're going to do gray tonight.
We're going to do a classy gray. So it lightened it up. Do you see how lighter it came? Now remember, what happens is when you let it sit, it gets thicker, right? It starts to thicken up because what happens is the pigments go through the water. So this is like the perfect size blender whisk. All right, it's awesome. So I'm just going to throw it in here. You guys know that mason jars are awesome. Somebody messaged and they said, hey, could I put this in here and then could I shake the mason jar and put the top on it? You sure could. All right, we're just going to let that sit up there just a little bit. Okay, let me move some stuff around. So we are going to get started, my friends. My friends. Let's go ahead. So what's everybody up to today? Tell me what all the news. We need to catch up. Who's got news?
Wait. I got to try Stella's name.
Stella!
Stella's name is Stella
Yeah.
Apostolou.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
Stella,
wait.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me see if I can. Is
All right.
Annex a guru or Anna Zaguru? Is it a Z sound on the X or a X sound on the X? Or did I just totally butcher that?
What is the next sound on the X?
Yeah. Sometimes you get a Z sound on the X.
Listen,
right?
talk about Z, okay?
Or you can get an H sound on
I
it too,
called
right?
back home today because, listen, all my Canadian friends out there, I've been working behind the scenes today, okay? Our junk monkey is about to launch to the Great White North, and I was hoping to get it all fixed up for tonight to be able to come on and be like, heck yeah, all my Canadian friends, go out and have fun. But it looks like it's going to be tomorrow. But with that said, I literally just got off the phone with getting our website all set up to be able to do that, for Petunia to be able to jump the border. But it was so funny because I forget what the individual I was talking to on the other side said, who was helping me set this all up, and he said, yeah, so for example, A to Z. And I'm like, yes! A to Z!
Z is not spelled with an ED.
Right?
And Stella's laughing, so I probably totally butchered it.
You probably did. You probably did. All right, so we've got this lovely gray who's ready. Darn it, I didn't take the before picture. Quick, somebody take the before picture.
Anaxagoral, is that it?
What's that?
Anaxagoral?
For her last name? I'm not even looking at it. I don't know.
Well, I'm just trying to sound it out. When I was in the Marine Corps and I had troops that come in and I didn't want to butcher your name, I'd just call them Alphabet.
Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, we got to get this frowny table.
Did the brushes come in? Not yet.
They're coming from the Netherlands.
They're coming from Holland. Isn't that weird?
It is. All right. But everybody's been sending me, so I've got a list of you guys. And you're going to be the first ones to know about it. If you want to get on my list for the awesomeness of the brush, let me know, okay? This is one of those special brushes that I'm going to tell you is life-changing because look what happens, okay?
Life-changing.
It is. If you're a painter, like, oh my gosh, look at that. If that is not life-changing, I don't know what is, okay?
Children are life-changing. Marriage is life-changing. You know, brushes, I don't know about brushes.
I like how you're behind me right now when I'm painting.
Yes.
We're
getting the.
It looks like a scene from Ghost, okay? That's what's going on down here now, people, alright? Oh my god. Too
like
funny.
Looks like the scene on the shaky train.
I'm like, I don't remember you standing this close to me, but we are kind of in close quarters right now. That's funny. But look at this, guys. You love it or what? I love it. If you can't tell me that's not life-changing, I'm just going to tell you. We can't be friends because that is pure nice.
Did we sand? We buffed it a little bit. We didn't really sand it.
No, I just buffed it. Think
buffed
about
it
only because I know from experience, and you guys probably do too, right, of doing the milk paint challenge with me, that if you have a super shiny surface, and this thing has been shellacked to heaven and back, okay? So because I'm going with, yes, I want some chippy.
Bond in there?
Oh, I didn't. I forgot. I did the sand to give it some extra teeth. We'll see what happens, okay? But I was going to say,
happen.
You know what's going to happen? You're going to pick the
I
table
know
up
what's
on the
going to
floor.
happen, and I'm not cleaning it up.
We'll see. Well, we'll have to add some extra bond in our second coat if it gets really. But anyway, we'll see. But what I was going to say is I just kind of did a quick buff just to help give it some extra teeth. But it is super shellacky. So we're going to see what happens tonight on this surface because chippiness is, like I say, milk paint is the only what's called the unpredictable paint and also the chippy paint. So you never know what it's going to do. It has a mind of its own, okay? So if you put it on and it goes chippy, chances are it's because you're, not chances are, but it is because you have a really super smooth surface. But I like chippy. I own a shabby shop for heck's sake, so bring on the chippiness, right? Look how nice that looks. Oh my gosh. But if you really wanted it to all lay down and stay down like you're seeing right now as it sets up and dries, what you would do is add your extra bond. So for those of you who are getting the milk paint, I would encourage you to make sure you pick up, where did I put it?
Oh, your mom and dad went trouting on the pond today.
Pick up some extra bond, okay, just to keep, okay? It goes a long ways, but you pour it in with your paint while it's still wet before you put it on. And what it does is it sets up your paint so that it actually lays down, it sticks on, and it doesn't chip, okay? So that's the stuff you're going to need right there.
So the question is, did you catch anything today?
They were trouting?
Yes. That's fishing for us Yanks.
That's right. Yeah, I went trouting today. Yep. I used to love the trout. And then, you know what? Mother Nature pulled this thing on me where she said, ha ha, not Mother Nature, but the universe, that now you're going to be allergic. So no more trouting for you.
What's the price on those brushes going to be?
They are going to be $20. There you go. It's one of those brushes that you keep, and it's like a high-end brush.
It's not a one and done.
No. So I was lucky enough to be able to make contact with the actual owner, the creator of the brush, over in Deutschland. And
no, he's not in Deutschland.
I'm sorry, I call it Deutschland.
He's in Holland or the Netherlands.
Okay, what do you call Deutschland?
They're
I call it
Netherlanders.
Deutschland. I do.
Deutschland is Germany.
Is it?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Really? Dang, I'm getting my education.
The Bundesrepublik of Deutschland.
What do I think that?
They're Deutschland.
Maybe I read something then. Maybe there's something he has in the Deutschlands. Come over here, guys.
Netherlands.
Yes, definitely the Netherlands is where
That's
I
Holland.
talked to him too. Holland! All right, what do you guys think? What do you think? All right, I got to do that little edge there. Don't let me forget to go that other side, okay? But yeah. Is it just me because, you know, I'm Canadian that anybody else do any ice fishing today? What are you guys into? What's your winter activity, all right? Because we all need one. Now, for those of you who tell me that you're in California and it's some, like, you know, picking bananas because it's, like, freaking 100 degrees.
Mine is snacking and sleeping.
Hibernation.
Yes.
I gotcha. right, let's go on the other side. Come on.
Wait, you put all these booby traps in my way.
Yes. I have a booby trap you. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what wives are supposed to do to husbands, okay? Booby trap you.
Joni's German. Her grandkids call her Oma.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I will say...
I had Oma and Opa.
Until I moved to the U.S., I did not know there were so many things that you could call your grandparents. Down here, you guys have so many names. Like, seriously. Mimi's. Up home, it's all like Nan or Grandma. Or grandmother, you know what I mean? But down here, you guys have all kinds of, you guys make up names. It's pretty amazing.
We get bored easily.
Yeah, right? Special names. You get to be a grandparent, then you get a special name. It's pretty cool.
You need to call the killer called Matt Monkey.
Matt is a monkey.
Ugh.
All right, we ready to do the back half? You ready?
Not
Can
really.
you stand it? Come over. Come over.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Over here. Guys, oh, look at this lovely brown flat surface. This paint goes on like a dream. It is awesome.
I gotta be careful.
So
how I do it,
creamy.
or I'll be getting the light. I don't want to blind anybody.
Okay. We don't blind anybody. That wouldn't be cool.
Looks like a blue gray. It's actually a true gray.
It's like an elephant gray.
Yep.
But if you want a blue gray,
My
you
mother-in-law.
can totally mix and match.
My mother-in-law. Her nickname was Go Go.
See? Yeah, right. Go-Go's, and I've heard Gigi's, and dang. How do you, but I've never actually, let's just do a social experiment now. But how do you come up with a name for a grandmother down here? Like, what constitutes that, okay, you're going to be a Gigi, or you're going to be a Mimi?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Oma is a traditional German name for grandma.
Is that why? Okay,
Yeah.
and because you guys have, like, especially in this area,
Yeah.
a lot of,
Germans, yeah.
okay, all right, that makes sense.
Well, a lot of Swiss in this area. German, Swiss German.
Yeah?
So, anyways.
I hear ya.
But, yeah, my grandmother, she was Swiss Italian. She was, we just call her grandma. So, anyways.
Grandma.
I don't know what she used to call us. It was just a lot of loud,
Bad kids is
a
what
lot
she
of
used to call
loud
you guys.
Italian words and shoes flying.
Bad kids. Yes. All right, let's get the other side over here. Guys,
My
this
grandma-
is so easy.
Call me Do. I just started.
Do?
Yeah.
Somebody said that?
Grams. Yeah, Grams.
Oh, yeah.
Mom, Amma.
Mama, Emma, Fiona, Fee-Fi, Fo-Fama.
Hang on. Do you know how to clean a brush that has been hardened for many years?
Maybe some mineral spirits. But I will tell you a tip that will... I wouldn't use it on like a high-end brush like this, but if you even get some Dawn detergent, not Dawn detergent, what I'm trying to say, Downy. Do you know what I'm talking about? The fabric softener. You can try to put your brushes in soak in fabric softener, and just with a little bit of water, maybe a little bit of warm water, and just leave them for a couple days and come back, and your brushes will actually be fluffy. Okay, so that's a good way.
Becky says BB because I'm too cool to be grandma.
See, but how did you become BB? Like, this is what I want to know.
Teresa is Portuguese, so they call her Avo.
Yeah. So that must be probably like...
Grandkids are, good point, Valerie. Valerie says grandkids are ultimately going to call you what comes out of their mouth first. I'm Nana, but my youngest calls me Yaya.
Yeah. Aw. Probably because...
We are located in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, just a short drive outside of Pittsburgh, in a
Is that
beautiful small town.
What kind of voice was that?
I don't know. Maybe I was going back to the radio day.
So here, guys. So I went over the coat with that. I could put on another coat if I really want to. We'll see here. I'll dry it. But I've still got lots of paint left, right? And that was like, what, 4 or 5 tablespoons. So just know I could even add a little bit more water to make this go
We're,
further.
like, super close
But
up.
it is so awesome. Yeah, right? It gets dreamy. It gets dreamy and creamy. And but if you ever wanted to like loosen up, add some more water, kind of like to your own, whatever you like to paint with, right? But it is so nice. So now I'm going to go ahead and dry this. But yeah, how easy.
You got
How easy
Grammys and Babas.
Oh my goodness, Babas. All right, let's go ahead
My
and dry
sister's
this.
nickname is Jules, and her grandkids call her Jules.
See, like that doesn't exist like where I'm from. I don't see those names like that. I'm telling you, you guys got your own
Glamma.
system down here. Glamma? Because she's glam.
Bubba.
Glamorous.
Mimi.
All right. Come over this way so we can see the
where do
as
you want
it's
me?
drying. Right here, right here. Right here. Hopefully they can see. Can you see it's drying?
We're kind of in shrinking spaces here.
Yes. 7 days of furniture painting.
Yes, south of Pittsburgh.
And lots of goodness going all across this beautiful country.
Yes.
Lots of boxes.
Difference between milk paint and chalk paint. Chalk paint sticks to everything. The slow VOC. Milk paint is all natural.
Comes in milk paint powder.
Comes in powder form.
And is the only paint that chips.
Yeah. It's
great for distressing.
It can chip. It's very unpredictable.
Unless you add some extra bond. And then that way you can kind of control it more, right? Tell it what to do. Stick here, darn it. Don't fall off. Don't chip. That's pretty much what you do.
Kathy's a mom.
A mom. Oh,
Mimi and Papa.
Yep.
And Mimi.
Man, how many can we come up with?
There's
How
a
many
drip
variations?
on the side. Where's there a drip? Oh, right here.
Oh, right there. Let me get that. Let me get that.
I am Momo.
Mama.
Does the dryer take care of big drips? Of all the big drips of paint? No. You want to make sure you smooth that.
Yeah.
But
Unless you're going to stress style.
We're all human, right? Yeah, unless you're going to stress, we're all human.
I don't get caught up about my drips because when I go to do some distressing, I know I'm going to be doing distressing on that edge right there. So, you know what? You can just make that part of it, right? Those just little pieces that make your piece look more authentic and old and not so new, right? So let's see. The top's pretty well dry. I love how this is going so far. Anxious to be able to do some distressing with it. You guys think it's going to need a stencil tonight when I'm done? What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, you can do laminated. You just have to use an extra bond with it.
Yeah.
So.
Only because it's all natural and it does what it wants to do, right?
Yeah.
So it is definitely the paint for painters that love distress and chippy and that old look. If you want something that's going to hold on till the cows come home,
underneath?
try chalky style.
No, we're not going to paint underneath. You can if you want.
Here on the sides I will.
Yeah.
But not, you mean like underneath? Not underneath?
You scared me when you did that.
Why?
It was loud.
It was loud. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just making sure you were on your toes. That was a test.
Yes.
You passed.
Yeah.
You passed. All right. Let's get this dry. Dry. You gonna tell anybody about your mystery box tonight?
Oh yeah. Who wants a chance to get a mystery box tonight?
You're funny. I'm gonna do the inside in just a second.
So they started sharing. They got it. So if you want a chance to receive a free box of mystery from Junk Monkey Paint Company, share this and then type that you shared it below, and I will pick a random person. Bribery sometimes helps, sometimes it don't. It just depends on how I'm feeling. And we will send you a free box of mystery.
A free box of mystery.
Of mystery.
A free box of mystery.
We know it's a box, but what's in it's a mystery.
And then whoever wins, you have to send pictures of you opening up your box of mystery.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yes, it's a matte finish. It's the original paint. They used to make petroglyphs out of milk paint. So, what kind of milk paint?
Yep.
So, anyways. And yeah, if you get a cat or other various furry creature, such as a squirrel or a random chipmunk in your box, there's no give backs. Okay?
Yeah, so if you get one of our pets, because you know we've just had one of those days, so we just mail a pet to you. It's yours.
Who likes chihuahuas?
Ah, chihuahuas. Don't get me started.
Oh, I'll get started.
Don't get me started.
So,
they got some tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if your box...
Nobody listens.
If your box may bark,
yeah,
that's okay. Just open it anyhow. Maybe with a pair of gloves.
But nobody listens to certain people who say, "Don't do that. You're going to regret it."
Listen, there's somebody on here who has a chihuahua right now.
Not only
Okay?
that,
And loves
then
their
go
chihuahua.
back and gets another one.
All right.
So, hey, Sue's checking in from Iceland.
Oh, it's a girl from Iceland. How are ya?
What part are you in? You in Keflavik, Reykjavik? Where you at? I have a Chalky. One of ours is a Chalky, yes.
The Yorkie Chihuahua.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I gotta get underneath here real fast.
She's a little
hot mess.
If you want to call her that.
She's a hot mess, okay? She's a girl Yorkie, and no, she's like, I don't know.
She'll tell you the heck off.
Yeah, she's. Let me just say, she is a vocal dog. Okay, she likes to talk, and will tell you off if you do not share your stuff with her. Don't pick her up.
Yeah.
Whatever, right?
Yeah. Food. You have food, and somebody else gets something she doesn't.
Yep.
Or somebody else does something that she knows is wrong.
Yep.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, kind of like that there. We'll let that dry. Yeah. Anybody else with a vocal dog that likes to talk a lot? Because some talks more than others, you know what I mean? They definitely all have their own personality, that's for sure. All right, how do we get this table down? We push down on it straight?
And then you got to pull that.
Okay, push it up?
Careful. No, you got to pull. Here,
I'll
this.
hold it.
Of course, she lets me do the stuff to get my fingers pinched.
Let's see here. Ooh, Rachel just got her antique lace, and she did, oh, listen, $10 Goodwill find. Heck, yeah. Look, Matt's actually starting to look like me. Okay, don't wipe it on me. Here.
Well, you're the one with the apron.
All right, let me see here. Let me just go ahead and get this dry. Because what will happen is that will dry underneath, right? But I just wanted to get this part going up here. So let me just work on the other side real fast while we're doing this. But yeah, Rachel, $10 fine. Heck yeah, girl. You go, girl. All right, I'm going to just lift this up and do this underneath.
Somebody was asked about the the chippy hippie.
What would they like to know?
They want to know what's it for.
Dang. Okay, let's poll the audience, okay? All right, let's see. What is the chippy hippie juice used for? Let's see. We'll figure out who's been a good student. All right?
So
this is like when you're on a game show and they say, would you like to use your lifeline? All right? So let's see what you guys say. Let me get the other side.
Oh, I thought you were just keep going.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm waiting to see what they say.
No, the Blair Witch.
This is just a real.
The Blair Witch wreath went away a long time ago.
Somebody bought it, guys.
Oh,
Somebody bought it. Somebody bought it.
Yeah.
All right, let me take this down. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that now.
Okay.
I'm gonna take this down because it's hard to work on the top from down here, right? Because you know what, I'm just not a tall person in general. So let's just like make it shorter than me. Then life is good. Okay. Let's see what we got going down here now. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a sand pad. Did you find a chair?
I did.
All right, let's just make sure it's pretty well all dry. So look at that. The milk paint held on pretty darn well. I'm going to hit it with another coat of paint, I think, just to kind of give it a little bit more darkness and all over color. But I'm liking it so far. So if I want to add a little bit more water, which I think I will, let me add some water to it to make my paint go a little bit further. And remember, the longer it sits, the more it literally gets thick.
Well, the secret to the chippy hippie is it acts as a resist. So not only does it do chippiness, it also gives you, if you paint it on, it'll have your...
Like layers, yeah.
Yeah, it'll create layers, artificial layers. It'll cause the paint to kind of retract from itself.
Yeah. So if you like, it doesn't crackle your paint, that's a different sort of technique, which I'll share with you guys that maybe another night. But with the chippy hippie juice, it basically repels that last layer that you put on. So if you love that, distress, peel back the layers of lots of paint layers coming through, you could put that on between each paint layer you do, and it'll just have these peekaboos of the last color that you use. It's pretty cool.
Peekaboos, that's the technical term.
Peekaboos, yes. Peekaboos, totally. All right.
Denise got it. Gives you a chippy look if you use the bond.
Yep.
There you go.
Exactly. All right, let me just put some a little bit right here on the front again.
Oh, the magazine rack. I gotta go dig it out. You gotta give me.
What's that?
We'll show you the magazine.
Yeah.
Probably not tonight.
Well, I gotta figure out where to put it.
Yeah, we're kind of like boxed in here.
We're painting our way out of the store,
yeah,
out onto the front, and we're gonna just be standing out in the roadway.
Oh, we have plenty of room to do a 20-night challenge.
Yep, we do. We do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I know what you're trying to do there.
Nancy, we'll get to your email here shortly. You should have a tracking number. If you don't have a tracking number,
yep,
then we haven't packaged it yet.
So here's my question for those of you who... Is my paint shipped yet?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because remember, everything we do is handmade, hand poured, hand pack. We ain't no Amazon Prime, so we always say 7 to 10 days, business days, okay, to give us. I mean, we sent out paint today that is only in the last few days, okay, so we are really on top of our shipping. But just know that we always say 7 to 10 days, just in case we have big demands and high volume going on. So Nancy, if you ordered in the last 7 to 10 business days, just know that that is completely normal, okay? But you will actually get a tracking number that will come to the email that you signed out when you checked out through the website that will let you know so you can follow it. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps.
Vicky's neighbors in Minnesota are from Malacopa. How the heck did they end up there? So, anyways, what was that? The color is a mix just between the black soot and the iceberg white. And we mixed it together to make this gray. If you painted with chippy hippie juice, then a second coat without the juice would it chip.
And then if you paint it with the chippy hippie juice.
Yeah, after the first coat.
Okay.
And then you painted the second coat.
It would chip.
It would chip, or it will give it that striated look.
Yeah, you would definitely see something, right? Because your milk paint is going to want to hold on to the last thing, whether it's raw wood, whether it's painted wood, whether it's whatever. When you use the chippy hippie juice, what happens is a resist happens, and the product is made with an oil. So you're actually, in essence, you're even kind of sealing the piece. So when you go to put another layer on, yeah, you're definitely gonna see some chippiness happen. And if you don't want that, but it sounds like you do if you're using chippy hippie juice, right? If you wouldn't want it, use the extra Bond. James Bond.
Where can I order the chocolate chip paste and stencil?
I'll put up my link when I'm done. How about that?
Yep.
But tonight, I'm not going to use a chocolate tour stencil. I am using a Hobby Lobby one, okay? A Hobby Lobby one.
Lobby.
Yep. Hobby Lobby, and it was all of $3.99 with a 40% off coupon. So that means what? Do the math. I don't know. A couple bucks, right? Seriously. So, and the cool thing is, I love those because they're not high maintenance. They're just so easy to use, and they're cheap. And I don't have to be like, oh my God, if I ruin this stencil.
Are the headbands magical, or they make people paint like you?
Who? My headbands? Well, I'm working on that as well, if you guys have been following me on here. But yes, definitely that will help, okay?
Bailey, we don't have any chippy hippie on this. This is just straight up no paint.
Yep.
Actually, we were planning to put extra Bond in it, but we didn't. And it's just it's actually the wood sucking it in. Actually.
It's perfect. Yep. You never know, right? So if you're going for a look where you don't want chippy, use your extra Bond.
Yep.
But if you just, you know what, you're open to whatever the wide world of the Junk Monkey milk paint will give you, just put it on, and then, you know what, just let it go, right? Go with it. All right, let's see here.
So, yes, you can use it on drywall. Tara, please do not put your own business links on our page.
Okay, I'm going to tell Tara something. Tara girl, okay, we're going to take your link down, because here's the deal. I encourage you to grow your business the right way. Behind the scenes, I have a coaching group, which I will be more than happy to teach you how to grow your own fan base. And by having your own tribe of lovely, lovely people who get who you are and what you're doing and want to follow you because you're giving awesome value to them, okay? Because you're showing them tips and techniques and tricks to help make their life a whole lot easier. So Tara, I encourage you to go to junkmonkeypaint.com, click my Coach and Create group, and I'd love to have you in there so I can teach you an amazing way to grow relationships with people through just being your awesome self. And I know you're awesome, and I know you know what I mean, okay? But we will take your link down.
Yeah, it's okay, you know.
All right.
The color is a mix between our iceberg white and our black soot.
Yeah, do you want to show them the colors real quick?
I'm going back to show them the color.
And I will get ready
after I blind them. Anyways. So, black soot and iceberg white mixed together gives you that, gives you the...
Yep. You showed them the white?
I did.
Okay, cool.
So it gives you this almost Paris gray. It looks almost like... Actually, it's very similar to our Paris gray.
Yay!
So Sonia's so classy. I wonder how she ended up with me.
I don't know. I don't know. But you girls know what I mean, right? You girls know what I mean. Just do the right thing. Do the right thing. Always better to do the right thing. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and even make this table a little more classier, right? All right, let's go ahead and grab a sand block, my friends. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a sand block, and then I'm going to do some more sanding.
Actually, the funny thing is, we did not add any extra onto it.
Nope.
It just stuck really well to this wood for whatever reason. Which I was very surprised. I thought it was going to chip.
Yeah, I know,
Your
right?
paint's good for rusted wrought iron. Yes, we have, actually we have a wrought iron light post in front of our store. And we painted it bright yellow when we first moved here. And it wintered and everything. It looks almost perfect. Actually, we should go out and show them sometimes
in the dark.
It's daylight.
Yes.
It looks even better in the dark. You're right.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, my friends, if you just have a glass of wine and you paint in the dark, your projects will look amazing, okay?
Yes.
That's my tip for today. That's the takeaway tip for today. All right, let's do some distressing. You ready? Oh, love it. Love, love, love. I was kind of not wanting too much distressing on this piece. That's why I was actually going to put some extra bond in here. But I got to yakking with you guys. Totally forgot to do that, but that's okay because, you know what, it was a gamble, right? We didn't know what was going to go down. But we actually came out in the end very successful, so I'm loving it.
Yes, Carmen, you get the Hippie Chippy from us. Actually, it's our product, so
Yep.
we're the only place where you can get it.
All right.
That which is the Hippie, which is the Chippy.
You found Hippie and Chippy?
Not really. I really just want to sleep.
You want to sleep? All right, guys. Can you see that? Can you see how nice that is?
It's beautiful.
So, of course, because I buffed it right now, it's going to look a little bit matte, okay? But here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead, and we're going to jazz it up a little bit, okay? So, I've got my stencil that I told you guys about. Go to Hobby Lobby, get one, okay? $3.99, don't break the bank. Use them over and over again. You can see how many colors of paint I've used on this one. And I keep using it. I love it because it's low maintenance. It doesn't stick on each other. I didn't pay a fortune for it. And all I have to do is just make sure that it dries flat, okay? I can clean it if I want, but let's be honest here. I'm a low maintenance girl, and Sonia doesn't always clean her stencils, okay? So
Really?
that's okay. That's okay.
Really?
Yep. Giving you permission to be that way. So I just let it dry. But the thing is, when it's made with this sort of plastic, like that, when I click that, that was good, right? You like that? That sort of plastic.
Awesome.
When it's made with this sort of plastic, I mean, you can wash it off. You can use Crud Cutter just like you would have used to clean the piece with, right? And it would actually get rid of all the paint as well for you. But I just let it build. And in a way, I kind of like it because the more and more I use like our chalky style paint on there, actually it keeps just getting stiff, right? It's awesome.
Linda's in shock.
All right, why is Linda in shock?
I don't know. Chippy Hippie is $17 for an 8-ounce bottle.
All right, let's go ahead.
Makes a great massage oil too. It's all natural.
There you go.
Organic, no less.
There you go.
It is. It does.
Okay, now you're scaring me.
You should be.
All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and put on...
Clara's on.
Clara! Hey, girlie. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We've got our custom gray. Remember, milk paints go together, make any color you want, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this, what would you call this? Like a daisy type thing? A starburst?
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum. Okay, that's a hard word, all right?
It's Chinese, the golden flower.
But I love it so much. So much. All
you
right.
can get Crud Cutter anywhere. Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart.
Okay.
Wally World.
So when I lay this down, I'm going to put it right here, okay? The other option is, okay, do you see how this hangs in the front? Right here. There's my other sand pad I was looking for. Okay, right here. I could actually put something down here if I wanted to, right? I think that would be adorable too. But I have a feeling that the person that buys this probably won't have it always set up in this entire big radius, right? So it'll be hiding. So for that reason, I'm thinking about the end user. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it right on here.
Yeah, way to go, Linda. Wait. Linda goes, it's a mum. Yes. Chrysanthemum.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think about that.
Oh.
Linda's right.
Yes, she is. You listen to Linda. She knows what she's talking about. All right, so I'm going to use our chalky style paint to do this with. This is just our vintage white. I'm going to use my shabby chip brush because you guys know, right? I teach you guys how to do this. Use a shabby chip brush if you want a distressed effect for your piece overall. because it is that kind of brush, and these are on our website too, that will just give you that look that you're looking for, right? Which is not the perfection. All right, so we're going to put this down. We're going to take our shabby chip brush, and we're just going to do a pull over it. Yep. All in the same direction. Don't be going in circles or any of that weirdness. Just pull it all the way down. I'm just going to shake it off my brush here just a little bit. I don't keep reloading my brush. You know, when you're stenciling, here's the thing. Less is more, okay? Less is more. So that's what we're going to do.
They're saying put half of it on the top and half of it on the drop.
That would be beautiful, too. I like that. Who uses stencils when they paint? Who's not afraid? Sometimes people say, I'm scared, I'm going to get bleed through. Listen, you can't, listen, if I were to even get bleed through here, I mean, I can make it work like it's supposed to be that way because I could do some distressing, right? But that's it. That's all I'm going to do right there. So I didn't whack it on to the point where it all is solid in color. I did the pull down. I pretty much want to keep it all in one direction. And I really kept my brush really pretty. Like, seriously, there's not much paint on there, right? Ready? Boom. Boom.
So people are saying dahlia stuff. I guess we're having a botany class now.
Really? Listen, we got smart people.
Botany
friends, okay?
with Junk Monkey.
We got smart people friends on here. I'm curious. Let's do a roll call. What do you do for a living? Like, what do you do for a living? What do you spend your days doing? Tell us here. Let's see how many occupations.
I spend my day doing whatever Sonia tells me.
You're funny. Matt keeps trying to quit, but yet he keeps coming back. I don't know what's wrong. I just can't figure it out. But yeah, tell me, guys.
Indentured servants.
Let's see what occupations we have on here tonight. I think that would be absolutely amazing. What do you guys do? Tell us, one word, what do you do? And I'm going to tell you, I bet you we can find somebody who does like something under the sun everywhere. Like,
well,
you know?
Clara and Sonia conspire against me. That's their job.
That's it. That's it. All right, so use my heat gun to go ahead and put that down. I got to watch. Are we getting some really cool ones? Look at that. See? They're starting to come in. Yeah. Everybody has knowledge in something, right? So together, we're just going to start a group on here where somebody comes in and goes, what's your problem today? What's your problem today? And how can we answer it for you? Okay, so we'll meet up here, pick a question, and be like, okay, let's poll the audience.
Dr. Matt's in the house.
All right, guys, and now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just distress this a little bit more. So, sand pad. Yes.
We have CEO family in my house.
Are you seeing this?
Yes, I got it.
Making sure.
I'm a rock star mom.
Heck yeah.
Mom.
Yep.
With special education in high school. Retired volunteer at a second store, small business owners. We have dispatchers, we got drivers, we got just about everything. People going back to school, we got administrative assistants.
Just think, we're friends with some really cool people.
Yeah, all these people make the world run.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
CNAs for the elderly, full-time caregiver for your dad, it'll be 100. What's the secret to long life?
Somebody fills vaccines. How cool is that? Dang, I don't know if they trust me with that. I'd be like, how many scoops did I put in? I can't remember.
Vaccines for yellow fever. I remember those shots in the Marine Corps. Those things suck.
Really? Here, let me step across here real fast.
Yes, go. Oil and gas revenue accountants. We got junk repurposer and student of you.
Wow.
I guess this is is that a...
She works for a gym. Yeah.
Or, no, OB.
Gym OB. Gym OB.
Or GYNOB.
Oh, that could be, yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Could be.
We got store managers. We got hospital coordinator. We got nurses. We got self-employed plumbing company owner.
Man,
furniture.
Everybody. This is like the hookup place.
Linda, my personal tormentor. Mary's been a professional dog groomer for 38 years.
Dang,
she
girl.
Probably knows she's probably like the veteran Caesar.
The dog whisperer.
The dog whisperer.
Yeah.
Office management, now paying furniture.
Yes.
Tired. I'm always afraid to buff. Don't be afraid to buff.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to be in the buff.
Angie owns a restaurant and she cooks. Been there, done that, girl. Horse trainer, photographers. somebody owns their own cleaning bus. Psychologist. Oh gosh.
What? They're already...
Did you hire Joni to follow me and like psychoanalyze me?
Well, somebody's already got you figured out and me figured out. Let me just say that, right?
Yeah.
Funny. All right, I'm waxing the top before Matt does some more holler outs there.
I'm just going to be quiet now that I know we have a psychologist on here.
All right, this one is called Monkey Shine. It's the all-natural soft furniture polish that we now offer. So it's a great option if you want to try something other than the Minwax polyacrylic. But I always encourage, if you have a piece that's going to get a lot of use, like a tabletop, you know, think about when you eat dinner and how much things get moved around. If you ever have a surface that gets a ton of use and it's not necessarily so decorative, you want to go with something that has more of a hardening agent into it. So just know that, okay? So here we go. You guys ready? So what happens is it revives, right?
Square feet is your can cover?
Wax on, wax off. Well, I kind of always do the rule of thumb. I honestly do. I always say a can of our chalky style paint completes one standard size piece of furniture. Are you talking about the wax?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the wax. Oh man, well, let me see. We're doing a test. We're on what, day 7? Right. I probably did about 5 or 6 projects before I came on
Big
and started that. Yeah, and we're still off the same can, right?
So that's probably we're about 14
somebody
projects.
Keep track of us. Yeah.
We're like 14, 15 projects in.
So
your mother says cook, tour guide, and museum.
Yeah, right? And awesome mother, of course. All right, let me go ahead and grab, let me see here. Let me grab one of my rags. I had to get back in front of you again. I'm sorry. Okay, so here's the thing. Don't just leave your sealer on like that. That's where a lot of people think that that's where they stop, okay? You don't. Who's seen Karate Kid? Wax on, wax off, okay? We waxed it on. Now we wax it off, okay? So what happens with wax is it does not stay on top of your piece. It goes right down into the wood pores. So with a rag like this, and this is a special rag, it's actually a furniture painter rag. It's, believe it or not, can a cloth even be trademarked? Gosh. Yes, as in better than cheesecloth. What? Do I have stuff? No, I have... Do I have a little bit of white stuff underneath my nose? Like
no, you have black stuff. You look like you got a Hitler stash.
Okay. I was telling somebody today who couldn't grow a beard that they could totally put that stuff on their face, right?
Everybody
like
saw
5
it.
o'clock shadow.
Everybody saw it. We all know where Hitler escaped to. Oh, that's bad.
So
I'm
bad.
Hear
Yeah,
about
see?
that now.
Yeah, talk about the psychologist being on here.
Yes.
Matt needs some help.
Yes, I
All right,
help.
so here we go. We're buffing the top of the table, okay? And so what we're doing is we're doing that. We're then turning a rag over. You can wash these out. Just don't wash them with your clothes, please, dear Lord, because you don't want any, you know, stains from the soft wax being into your clothes or any of the oils, okay? Yeah. So look how nice that is, guys. It lays flat, smooth, and totally just like baby's bottom smooth, okay? So you can do this a couple times if you think you would need to, but honestly, I think once is enough. You don't want to use too much product. Now I need to do the legs.
And there it is.
What's that?
Somebody said Hitler jokes uncool.
Yeah, right, see?
Too soon, I know. Too soon.
All right, let's see here. Let me put this up here real fast. Ow. All right, now what are you doing? Okay, let's go ahead and do the front. Right here, it's the same thing, right? Just try to do sections. Buff it on with your buff. Buff it on the buff if you want to. Buff it on with your I can't say it. Your brush, your wax brush, right? These are on my website too. And then go ahead and pick yourself up a cloth. So what I was saying is,
your father says he's a banjo player.
He is a banjo player.
Ugh.
Oh yeah. When I go home and Dad shows me some chords in the banjo, Matt doesn't think that's sexy at all.
That's because I
can't
up in
figure out why.
I
can't figure out why. But yeah, so anyway, look how nice that is, right? But listen, if you can get your hands on this cloth, I'm going to tell you, it's called a Better Than Cheesecloth trademark cloth. And it's perfect because if you go with anything that's too thin, it doesn't take that wax that you have left off. And you don't want woolies or anything like that. So this is what I use over and over again. Just, wash it out separately in a bucket, let it dry, way to go.
It's the milk paint, yes.
Yep.
So, do you take your time painting when you are not live? This is about the same speed she goes the entire time.
Yes.
So, anyways.
Yes, it is.
Yep. I need one of those.
Yes. It makes life a whole lot easier. There you go.
Oh, boy.
Thank you guys for sharing. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me know when you get close so I can unleash the winner of the box of O Mystery.
Yeah. Give us a share.
Share it. Comment below that you share it. You get the cloth on our website.
Yep. Yep. Let's get to the back side. I'll work on the back side real fast. Okay, let me see here.
How many times do you use the cloth before you clean it?
I probably use mine, honestly, 3 or 4, and then I'll go ahead and clean it, and then let it air dry here at my shop. You know, but you can keep using them over and over again. Now, obviously, I would just encourage you that if you ever do a piece in white, you're going to want to make sure you start off with a nice clean cloth because, of course, white just shows everything. So you can get away with it if you're using a darker color. Because what happens is when you're doing this after you've taken the time to do some sanding, you will actually have some of the dust right from the milk paint pigments just on your rag. Yep. And so like this, like I just started with a white one. This is just, you know, some of the gray milk paint, right? From having the soft wax sealer on the top of it. So I can keep using this one, but after a couple times, go ahead and, you know, give it a good wash.
Cool. Thank you. Thank your daughter for me for her service. So wax. Do we recommend a wax? We have our own wax to go with our milk paint. It's all natural. It's actually food grade.
Waxes are not
really
created equal.
Not necessarily. You could cook with it. But I would not do it because it's beeswax, very bitter, and other natural ingredients. For different things, we use polyacrylic, but if you're into the all natural, we suggest the wax, or if you just like wax, you can use our wax as well.
One of the big things, too, with not only having a natural wax, which is awesome to begin with, because let me just tell you that I have used waxes that have made me feel foggy in the head because they have chemicals in them, right? They have solvents. So check on that if that's something that's bothersome to you.
Jody Schaefer, no. And I'll tell you why no. Because it used to be whatever we could only fit so much in a box. No, but we have a whole new shipping system, so you can fit whatever you want into boxes.
Yep.
So you're not held to six things.
Yep, we had great things going on down here. We got a whole new website, so you just pick what you want, and the system will tell you the cheapest way to get it to you. So
do you clean
really
your
nice.
wax brush? Yes, we clean it with lye soap. We carry the big fat lye. Just sounds wrong.
To somebody who has no idea what you're talking about.
That really...
Yeah, I know, I saw that, but I kind of like it. Yeah, that's a soap brand. If you go to our website and you just type in brush cleaner, you'll find it. But it's a specialized brush cleaner. And so what I encourage you to do, if you pick one up, it looks like a stick of butter, literally. It conditions your brush so that it not only cleans, but it conditions it so that way it lasts longer. It keeps like the bristles stronger longer. And but if I were you, go to like, let me make sure I don't have, before I look into the camera. Let me see. Oh my gosh!
You can paint underneath if you want to. We just didn't. So
I do have a big old mustache going down. Holy moly, people!
Don't say who it looks like because you'll get in trouble.
Holy moly! All right, I've got like, I don't know.
You're lucky
5 o'clock shadow.
Lucky my
everything
grandfather
going on, right?
isn't around anymore,
All
being in the 3rd Army in the front lines.
Funny.
He would have lost his mind.
So what I was gonna say was this is what the brush cleaner looks like, okay? It's like a stick of butter, okay? Go get yourself
That's not the big fat white lie. That's the little white lie.
That one's there too. Get yourself a little, what you call it? Soap. You know the travel soap things that you can get, right? You know what I mean? That nobody buys anymore. Because who carries a big bar of soap with them when they travel? But you know what the ones I'm talking about. Get one of those plastic ones for $1. Drop it down in there, and then keep it like next to you wherever you paint. Keep it in your stash or next to your sink or whatever you need, right? That's fun.
Somebody said Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, right? Talking about stash.
Hey, Charlie was a vet.
Here we go.
So
I think I'm done, guys. What do you think? Do you like it?
can you go back and hit that spot after waxing away because Linda's losing her mind?
What, this spot right here?
Yes.
I kind of like that spot.
But can you go back and paint it?
I don't know. Can we? Can we? Shall we try? Who wants to see it? Let's see what happens, okay? Only because Linda's asking. Let's see. Let's see what happens, all right? We'll do a live demonstration. All right, last chance to share, guys. And then we'll go ahead. Let's see what happens. Because remember, this is a sealer, right? So.
You must have been young, Lori.
wiped a little bit off with my rag right there.
There you go.
Let me go back over. There. Very gently to try to make it blend in, right? And then, of course, we would have to dry it. But there you go. And then, of course, once it dries, it'll go ahead and shake down. But ultimately, when you seal, I mean, you don't really want to be doing this after you've sealed a piece, because you see how it's kind of like even resisting there? It's because we put a seal on it, right? Now, I'm kind of like finger painting it in very gently and trying to make it amalgamate very nicely. So it
Say that again?
Amalgamate.
That's like saying plethora.
There we go. Make it all blend in. Pretty cool, right?
Yes.
All right, let's let that dry and let it go. All right, let me just make sure this side looks good, because we just added that on there. So we do want it to look like it's supposed to be a part of the leg, right?
Who knows, Mary? Today might be your day.
All right, let's see here. There we go. All right, I am going to call her done, my friends. Give me hearts if you love her.
Oh,
remember?
I gotta go.
Yeah, my brownie frowny.
I've got to go pick a winner now.
Yeah, you do.
Let me go pick a winner.
All right, let's go ahead and put this down here. Oh, I love it so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Oh,
Nody Hayes Rolls. You are the recipient of the box mystery. Nody Hayes Rolls.
You're up for a little mystery in your life.
Answer below. Can you use wax on antique wood? Yes, absolutely.
Yes, actually, would love it. It would really revive it.
We just sealed with our wax. Yes.
There we go. What do you guys think? All right, pretty darn cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you got a piece that's in your house right now, that's brownie frowny, or you're just tired of it, right? You don't have to throw it out. Just go ahead and put some paint onto it and make it all beautiful.
Oops,
and
sorry.
that way, you can do your own personality, right? And put your own spin on it. So this creative experiment, we're using all milk paint. So we have the chalky style paint, and then we also have the milky paint, right? So you can pick whatever you want, but definitely if you love distress, you're gonna love the milky.
There she is. Nody. Send us a message at chunkmonkeypaint@gmail.com.
You got it.
With your info.
Yep.
For those who ask, all these projects are for sale at our shop.
Yeah, we reopen tomorrow.
Yeah, we usually don't ship, but we can look it up.
Yes. If you absolutely want a piece, message me at junkmonkeypaint@gmail.com. Okay. This piece here that's behind me, we're just waiting to get the final quotes in to see the cheapest way we can send it to California. So a piece like this, just to kind of give you an idea, on average right now it's telling me right around maybe $200 to $300. Okay, so we're gonna see what happens once they finally get all the rates into me from all the different carriers, and then we can go from there.
I want to see it with the sides up.
With the what?
With the sides up.
Sure. So then just know that when you, if you want a piece like this, hopefully that just kind of gives you an idea of, how cool is that? Oh my gosh. Don't lean on it. Don't lean on it, people. Okay? But there you go. If you buy it, don't lean on it.
Did you get her to the doctor?
Get me to the doctor.
I don't know.
I don't know. Which ailment are we talking about?
I don't know.
Matt might think I have a few.
Yeah, I totally flubbed it tonight.
What?
Because the psychologist is on here and I'm making inappropriate comments.
Yeah. See, they got you pegged now.
I know, I'm done.
All right. What do you guys think? So if I were to have this in a house, I would actually stage it this big. Over here. Put it this way.
We have never put milk paint on kitchen cabinets. However,
if you want chippy style, you could.
Growing up, I know people who did paint
your
cabinets with milk. You just have to seal it
really,
really well. Because milk paint is a hydroscopic paint. So you would have to peel it. You'd have to seal it so no moisture gets to it.
Guys, I am calling her done. I am giving her 2 thumbs up. We've got a custom gray going on here, and I know somebody's going to come in, fall in love with it, and say, I absolutely need it. So thank you very much for joining us for day 7 of the Paint a Piece of Furniture a Day Challenge using milk paint, seeing what it does and all the goodness that it offers. Hopefully you've had fun, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow night.
Fabulosity. I like that word.
Fabulosity. Ooh, who's talking about fabulosity?
Ray Dahl.
Yes. Oh, that's a word to call it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you could still for outdoors. You'd have to use an oil-based color.
Yeah, use like something that has a hardener in it,
Super.
right? Yep. But there we go. We're calling it done. All right.
All right, see you guys.
Go have fun.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.